Welcome, Never Betters, to my YouTube channel. I'm Susan and this is Buddy Sherman. We are so grateful you're here. So today I've prepared a 45-minute Vinyasa flow yoga class for you, all about movement and message. In the flow, we're going to move in and out of different variations of half moon pose. The message is about self-simplicity. I hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, push the bell for future notifications, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get after the best version of you today. If you follow me at Never Better Yoga on Spotify, we're going to go ahead and press the start button all together right now. Then come with me right to the top of your mat. Let your feet be the width of your hips, and take your hands, take the right hand inside the left. So it's a little bit like a reverse namaste. Soften your elbows and elevate your arms up overhead. Now you can kind of adjust, do a little fidgeting, maybe lift your shoulders up, move them a little side to side, but then steady your gaze, press the palms together in that reverse namaste connection, and see if you can widen your collarbone. Now lift up and lean over to the right. So a lateral side bend. Come back to the center, lift up and lean over to the left. Now come back, bring your hands and elbows down, unravel them and collect your hands at heart center. Close your eyes, draw your chin in towards your chest. As you prepare for your practice today, should you have a wish, an intention, a prayer, our focus today is on self-simplicity. So if there's an area or just in general you have interest in simplifying your life, just draw that possibility right into your heart. As we move and we flow, it'll bring clarity. So once you have your purpose, take your hands and do the same reverse namaste as you lift the arms up. This time, soften the knees, pull the toes up, bending and lightening the toes as you come into a chair posture. Bring the elbows in, unravel and fold right over your legs. Heel toe your feet apart. I'm going to go all the way to the width of the mat with soft knees. Take a halfway lift, breathe in, flat back style. Exhale, breathe out, pull yourself together. Do that again. Inhale halfway from the tailbone to the crown of your head, long spine. Exhale, elbows wide, physically draw yourself in. And one more time, inhale and lengthen, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out and pull yourself together. Now with soft knees, capture one hand on each bicep to come into ragdoll. Now ignite a little sway, a little shift. I like to create a little figure eight with my arms as my knees soften. You kind of weave that shape side to side, letting the crown of your head just hang, just like a rag doll would. Come into the center and just move your head back and forth, shaking out very gently anything that is troubling you, any angst, any worry, anything that has been perhaps an offense that someone said or did, any unforgiveness. Just let it spill from in between your ears right out onto your mat. Then draw yes back in, clearing the pathway for today's practice with simplicity. Self-simplicity. Now release your hands, heel, toe your feet all the way together. Take a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. 2 more of those. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. 1 more time, no rush, no hurry. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pull yourself physically together, spiritually, emotionally. Draw your hands together at heart center and pause. Offer your arms up, breathe in. Now part the sky, part the heavens, hinge, bend, and fold right over your legs. Take a halfway lift and go ahead and step back to hands and knees. Knees coming down onto the mat, shoulders stacked right over your wrists to find a little cat. And then a little cow with an arched back. Keep that going. Exhale, round and hollow. Inhale and soften. Self-simplicity is at the intersection of self-care and minimalism. Ooh, keep that cat and cow going. Clear, pure, and simple. Now neutralize your spine. Stretch your right leg back, but you're going to let the ball of the right foot stay on the ground and rock just a couple of inches forward and back. Now, if this were too much on your wrists, you could fist your hands, you could use your forearms, or you could even prop your hands up on blocks or some sort of elevation of the earth. But then hold that right heel pressing back and see if you can get a release in that calf muscle. Then spin the left foot off your mat, root down through the outer edge of the right foot, and let the right arm come up and overhead. And if you want to lift the right leg, you're going to be in quarter moon. Then if they're interested in a Chapasana connection, taking your right hand back towards your right foot. And then you're going to carry the right shin forward, step the right foot at the top of the mat, and sweep your arms up. Collect your hands just in that Kali Mudra style where you let your index fingers draw together, lacing your hands and dipping your hips. Frame the right leg, rock back, dig the right heel in. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold right over your right leg for runner's stretch. See if you can really pull back the right pinky toe and flare some space in between each of your toes. Now pull the right foot back, plant it, tuck the left toes under. Turn this into modified revolve lunge. Right arm lifts, twist open to the right. Right arm comes up and over. And dive in to make a wide-legged fold. Pasardopadottanasana. Taking a halfway lift. And then exhale, folding back down. Now keeping your feet grounded and rooted. Rise right up, pulling your heels in, hands on your thighs. Coming to horse stance, just going with a little rock right to left. Yeah, now lift up your toes, maybe dig your heels in, and then solidify this stance. So hands are on your thighs. Take a sneak peek around to the left. So just look around to the left side and back, but keep your sit bones low and your toes light. Now reverse that direction. Take a sneak peek around to the right. Nice. Now stand all the way up. Kick your heels out. Same posture of your hands. Right hand slips inside the left. Elbows soft. Lift up and over for a side wide-legged bend. Back to the center, up and over to the right. Now release your hands. Turn this into side angle pose. Modified to start. Right forearm on the right femur bone, left arm up and overhead. Now plant your hands, step back as the right leg joins the left. Find downward facing dog and do a little pedal. A little pressing of your heels back behind your second and third toe, and maybe even a shift side to side. Now elevate both of your heels on the inhale. Physically draw your navel into your spine so you've got a little rounding of the upper back, and then uncoil your body. Now either your knees can come down to your mat or you lower from plank. Rise up, heart lifts, cobra, breathe in. Exhale, lower down. Do that again. Rise up, press the tops of your feet into your mat, and then lower back down. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Maybe you want up dog, palms of hands, tops of feet. And then we're going to tuck our toes under, rock your hips up and back, down dog. Pop your heels up, bend your knees, and come right back down onto hands and knees for a little cat and a little cow. Now see if you can create that whispering sound of your breath when it moves in and out through your nose. You might even close your eyes. It's that Ujjayi pranayama breath. Never underestimating the power our breath has to keep us in this place, to eliminate distractions, to keep us in the here and the now, which is exactly what we need to simplify our life, living right here in this moment, taking the time for that self-care, movement, and message. Staying right here in this place, in this space, connecting to your breath, moving your body, and letting that message of simplicity permeate your being. Now, as you neutralize your spine, left leg stretches back. You're letting the ball of the foot be on the mat, and you're going to take that rock back and forth. So you're really getting a release on that left calf muscle. But then hold to see if you can really stretch it out. So you're pressing your heel back behind your second and third toe. Now pivot your right foot right off the mat. Right hand stays down, root down through the outer edge of the left foot. Left arm up and over. You're on the right knee and shin. Now you could stay right here or lift the left leg up for quarter moon. Maybe you capture that left shin for that Shavasana connection. Now if we took an aerial view, it'd look like a compass from the top down. Now, carry the left shin forward. setting it down, collecting your hands, interlacing them with the index fingers together in that Kali Mudra style as you move into Anjaneyasana, that low lunge, dipping the hips and letting the heart lift up and back. Now, framing the left leg, with your hands, rock the right hip back over the right knee and then dig the left heel in. Inhale and lengthen, get a long spine, and then exhale and fold right over that left front leg. Now, when you pull the left foot back to stack under the knee, tuck the right toes under. Turn this into modified revolve lunge. Left arm up and then overhead, keeping the seam of the right inner thigh lifting. Now, turn this into that wide-legged fold. This time, you're going to walk your hands between your legs as you bow your head down. Now reverse it. Walk your hands forward, draw your tailbone back. It's like going into a little traction. And then as you pull your heels in and rotate your toes out, let your hands come to your thighs to bring you right into horse stance with a little rock, letting your hips go side to side. Your knees are bent, your toes are light, and then hold up right there, rotating around, taking a peek on the back side when you look over to the right, keeping the sit bones low. Now reverse it, twist up and over to the left. So taking time to dream, time to contemplate what's working in your life and what's not, so that we can make those changes for the better. It's that quiet, reflective time that does that. Now take your feet, pull them in, reach your arms out and up. This time it's opposite hand on the inside for that reverse namaste connection. Soften your elbows, lean up and over to the right, so that's toward the back of the house. Back to the center, up and over to the left, toward the front of your mat, your leaning side. Unravel that, pivot the left foot forward, come to that side angle posture. Left forearm, left femur bone, right arm up and overhead. Now this time, hop the right foot to meet the left at the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift, breathe in, exhale, fold, breathe out. Root to rise up, stand tall, bringing your hands to heart center and just taking a pause. So in light of simplicity, we're going to move through Surya Namaskara A, the sun salutation. So you have many different styles to move through these postures. If you ever want to take this flow out, you can always just step back into down dog, but I'm going to call it out and we're going to do several rounds. So bring your purpose back into your heart and then let it move intentionally with simplicity in and out your breath. Offer it up with open eyes, part the heavens, hinge, bend, and fold right over your legs. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Either step back, float back to high plank, or floating back to low push-up. Lower all the way down. Maybe it's knees, chin, chest, belly, or all the way down from plank. Maybe up dog or cobra. Exhale back into down dog. Elevate your heels up on the breath in. On the breath out, bend your knees. Step, hop, float, fly, feet to your hands at the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out, hinge, bend, and fold. Root to rise, come on up. Keep your gaze steady. Collect your hands at heart center. Now that was just one round, so we're going to do the same thing in repetition. One breath, one move, no rush, no hurry, simplicity. Self-simplicity. It's what we expect for today's practice. Simplicity. Inhale, rise your arms up, breathe in. Part the sky, hinge, bend, and fold. Breathe out. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back. Take it through that vinyasa flow. Offering your heart up. Exhaling up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale your heels up in your down dog. Exhale, bend your knees. Step, hop, float, fly, feet to your hands at the top of your mat. Think light thoughts. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Grace and stability. Rise up, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out, hands to heart center. Let's do it again, all together. Inhale, offer your arms up. Part the sky, hinge, bend, and fold. You've got this. Make it smooth. Inhale and lengthen. Step or float your body back. Take it through vinyasa. Heart lifts, back bend of choice. Tuck your toes under, rock your hips up and back, down dog. Two more, elevate your heels up, breathe in. Exhale, bend your knees. Step, hop, float, fly, feet to your hands like a ninja. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Root to rise, find that light lift. Exhale, hands to the center of your heart. Offer your arms up, breathe in. Breathe out and fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, vinyasa flows. Step or float it back. Breathe in, back bend of choice. Breathe out, down dog. Elevate your heels up, breathe in. Breathe out, bend your knees. Step, hop, float, fly, feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up, breathe in. Breathe out and pause. Now we're going to do just one more round. Maybe you go someplace you haven't been. It's a very simplistic vinyasa flow. Surya Namaskara A. Maybe it's a little more lift, a little more flight. Maybe it's a little less. Sometimes less is more. Whatever simplifies it for you. Offer your arms up on the inhale. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. Bow over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Step or float your body back. Take it through vinyasa. Heart lifts. Exhale, dive up and back. Hips toward thighs, down dog. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, knees bend. Step, hop, float, fly, feet to your hands, top of your mat. Halfway lift, exhale and fold. Root to rise, come on up, collect your hands at heart center. Balance on the left leg, moving on, pick the right leg up, crane. Cross the right leg over the left for standing pigeon. Draw the left hip back, open the right hip through the right hip joint. So it's like making a 4. Keep your gaze steady. Sweep your wings back. Left leg is bent. Right leg extends behind your body. Now step way back, high lunge, crescent lunge. Go ahead and collect your hands at heart center as you hinge your upper body over the left front leg. Ring it out on the twist. Right upper arm on the outside of the left front thigh. Now you could stay here. Maybe you open, stacking your shoulders. Maybe you access a bind. Now stay low, up and around, wide-legged fold. Right leg bends for Jiva lunge at the back of the mat. Left toes come up, or maybe you want to work the higher option. Back to the front, side angle posture. Right arm up and overhead as left arm is on the left femur bone. Full out would be left hand on the outside of the left leg. Right hand down, frame the left leg, shoot the left leg back, three-legged high plank. Lower down to your belly, left leg joins the right. Cobra or up dog, palms of hands, tops of feet. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Right leg is on the rise, roll open at the hip. Knee to right tricep. Inhale, stretch the right leg back. Right knee, left tricep. Inhale, stretch it up and back. Roll open at the hip. Stay right here, or the option to flip inside out for wild thing. Bring it back around. Kiss your right kneecap. Step the right foot up. Dip the left knee down. Offer the arms up in that Kali Mudra style. Pull back, left hand forward, right hand back. Right hand behind the left, arc it up and back. Now make a windmill with your arms. Find your way into Utthita Trikonasana triangle pose. Right leg pulls back, right hip pulls back. Keep a softness in the right leg as the left arm lifts. Look down at the right big toe. Float up. Half moon posture. Top of the mat. In the beginning, we had that quarter moon. Now you're at half moon. Maybe connect that Chapasana, left hand, left foot. Release it slow to an L shape. Squeeze the left leg behind the right. Get low, get little. Inhale, go back to the L shape. Exhale, come back in. Get low, get little. Inhale, back up. Now this time, squeeze the left leg behind the right. Left hand down. Open up, right arm lifts. Now super slow, sit all the way down. Right hand behind the right sit bone. Right leg is bent. Left arm lifts. Create a hug on this right thigh. Or maybe you want to go with a hook. Seated spinal twist. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Breathe. Now nice and slow. Unravel it. Your right toes are going to face the front of the house. Just stand into a forward fold at the top of the mat as the left leg joins the right. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out physically. Pull yourself together on the fold. Rise up, stand tall. Like the beginning of practice, right hand slips inside the left. Side bend. Pressing your palms together in that reverse namaste. Up and over. Widen your collarbone. Lean to the left. Now stabilize with your hands and palms pressing together. Bend the arms. Unravel your hands. Collect them at heart center. in prayer style, chin to chest, eyes closed. Re-solidify the focus of your mind into your purpose. Simplicity, self-simplicity, self-care, and minimalization meet. It's right at that intersection. Less is more. What can we do to simplify our lives? Maybe we can eliminate some of the digital distractions. Focus on your art, your creative portion of your life. Learn to say no. And really, truly embrace the mundane, the simplistic lifestyle where getting outside, taking walks, talking with friends and family and loved ones, and just living today so you have no regrets for tomorrow. Now, open your eyes up. You're going to lift that left leg of yours as you balance on the right. Cross the left leg over the right. You're back into that standing pigeon posture, pulling the right hip back. Stable and steady. Now, your wings, your beautiful wings, sweep back, bending the right leg, left leg extends. Step back to that high crescent lunge. Breathe in. Collect your hands at heart center. Hinge over the right front leg. Left upper arm on the outside of the right front thigh. Take that twist. Maybe you want to stay. Maybe you want to open. Maybe you want to bind. Now, nice and slow, you know where you're going. Pivot around to Jiva lunge at the back of the mat. Left leg bends, maybe the right toes come up. Maybe you want a higher version. Left leg on the 45-degree angle, knee tracks over toe 2 and 3. Now, pivot to the top, side angle posture. Right hand outside the right leg, left arm up and over. Now go ahead and frame the right leg. Shoot the right leg back, three-legged high plank. Lower down, right leg joins the left. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Left leg is on the rise, roll open at the hip. Inner knee, upper left tricep. Inhale, stretch it back, long, straight, and strong. Left knee, right tricep. Inhale, stretch it up and back. Roll open at your hip. Stay or flip right into wild thing. You choose, you decide. Right shoulder stacks over the wrist. Back bend of choice. Or stay in three-legged dog. Bring it around, right up the center line. Kiss your left kneecap. Step the left foot forward. Dip the right knee down. Collect your hands, hugging your inner thighs in. Left heel toward right knee. Anjaneyasana. Pull back, right hand forward, left hand back. Beautiful. Arc it up and back. Left hand behind the right hamstring. Arc it up and back. Now, super slow, windmill your arms. Find triangle pose, pulling the left hip back as you elevate the right arm up. Breathe. Keep a softness in the left knee. Maybe the left hand is on a block. Maybe it's on your shin. Look down at the left big toe, float up. Half moon balancing on the left leg. Maybe that Shavasana connection. If you've got it, slowly release it to that L shape. Right leg is going to squeeze behind the left. Get low, get little. Inhale, back up. Exhale, squeeze it back down. Inhale, back up. One more time. Exhale, squeeze. Right leg behind the left. Right hand stays down. Stack your shoulders, twist to the left. Open the left arm up. Now, super slowly, sit all the way down. Pull that left foot in. Reach the right arm up. Maybe hug this left leg. Maybe hook this left leg. Rolling the left shoulder blade back, looking to the back of the house. Drawing the tips of your ears back. Seated spinal twist. Now, this time, just take the left leg, stretch it out. You're going to stay seated. Right sole of foot is toward left inner thigh. Left toes flare out. Pull the left toes towards you. Press the left thigh bone down. Inhale your arms up and then rotate your waistband toward the left leg as you fold right on down. Keeping a long spine. Janu Shirshasana. Breathe. Now, if you want more, you could slip the right forearm in, left forearm in, and then right arm comes up and overhead. Now come back up. You've got your right leg bent. Rise right up on the right shin. Root down through the outer edge of the left foot. Left arm up and overhead. Breathe. Now sit right back down and we're going to switch it up. Sole of the left foot towards the right inner thigh. You might have to adjust your sit bones. Flex the left foot, press the thigh bone down. Inhale your arms up, rotate toward the right leg and bow down over the right leg. Another option is right forearm inside the right leg. Left arm up and overhead. Now as you release and come back up with your torso, left hand plants, rise up on the left knee and shin, right arm up and overhead. Breathe. Now as you lower your sit bones back down, take both legs out in front of you. Flex your feet, flare your toes, press your thigh bones down. Dandasana staff pose. Take a long spine and fold right over your legs. Maybe you can hook your index finger and thumb around your wrist as you pull yourself closer in. Now on the way up, bring your hands back behind your body. Let your pinky fingers be out, thumbs in, point your toes, and maybe lift your hips up. Just an option. Lower back down, slide your forearms down onto the mat. Flex your feet, lift your heart up. Fish pose. Slide your arms down, pull the feet, your feet in, so you're bending your knees. Heels are in towards your sit bones. Palms are down, head is down, feet are down. Rise your hips up for Setu Bridge pose. Now, nice and slow, lower back down. Straighten out the left leg, hug the right shin in, and then roll the right hip across the left for a twist. Now, if you want more, right hand can catch a bent left leg to pull the heel in, stretching out the quad. Now, can you rotate your gaze over to the right side of the house as you're twisting left? Come back onto your back. Let's go ahead and reverse that. Right leg goes long. Hands lace the left shin as you draw it in. Right hand to the outside of the left leg. Rotate over up and to the right. Maybe left hand to right foot to stretch the right quad out. Breathe. Shift your gaze over to the left. Now unravel and come in to happy baby. Hands to the outside edges of your feet. And just make a nice shift right and left. Simplicity. What things can you say no to in your life that can help simplify each day? As we take things off our plate, we're able to focus more on living in the moment rather than being hurried or too busy to figure out what we have to do next. Simplify your life. Now hold up in the center. Find maybe an Upavista expansion if that has any interest to you. You can straddle using your hands. Maybe it's peace fingers around your big toes. But keep your tailbone grounded down. And then as you carry your legs back in, we're going to go ahead and straighten them out to just lay your body down in our final posture, Shavasana. So just let your arms come alongside your body. You get to choose how far out you want your arms to be away from your body. Your feet splay out. You might tuck your shoulders under. Maybe even tip and tilt your head right and left. But then give yourself full and complete permission to rest. The simplistic life continues to access and focus on the things that we have, not the things that we don't. Gratitude. Now I invite you to take the opportunity to stay right here. You could always turn the video off and stay 5, 10, 15 minutes. But if you're going to come with me, just bring movement to your fingers and toes, just inviting your renewed, simplistic, restored self back into your day. Bend your knees, planting your feet. Make that shift over onto your side, into that fetal position, that place where it all began. And then push yourself back up into your day to a comfortable, easy seat, a sweet seat. And go ahead and sweep your arms out and up on the inhale as you carry the gifts, the graces, and the blessings you've been given. And let us focus this week on simplicity in our lives as we collect our hands and seal our purpose right into our heart. Let it bring peace, clarity, simplicity as we create simple abundance. Simple abundance has a simple way of being. Now let's look up, finish off with one Om to home. Sip your breath in. Home. Now go on out and be a blessing. Namaste.